grow abroad. Our mission, or the reason we exist in the business space, is to help individuals interested in studying abroad. We give them guidance, we do consultancy, we advise people on the steps to take A, B up to Z to ensure that they successfully get the university slot and in good time, and also to ensure that they successfully get the visa, that they successfully settle in their country of choice, and that they have all the information that they need to immigrate. Today's video, we are going to look at the proof of funds for international students interested in studying in Switzerland. The proof of funds for international students interested in studying in Switzerland, and it is all about money. So the Swiss government says that the minimum amount that you need to have in your bank account is 21,000 Swiss francs per year. 21,000 Swiss francs per year. You will need to have this money in your bank account for at least 3 months, but the average that is recommended is 6 months. And when this money is converted to Kenyan currency, it's 3,353,66 shillings. 3,353. So what it means is that you remember we in another video, and kindly if you've not checked that video, kindly check the video that is showing you the top 5 universities to study in Switzerland. And in that video I have given the breakdown of the tuition fee that you expect to pay in each one of them. Okay, so what it means is that the university will ask you to deposit a tuition fee of at least 1 year. So if you're doing a master's degree, it is going to be whole tuition fee. If you are doing an undergrad degree for 3 years, it is just for 1 year. That's about the school. But then the university, not the university, the embassy will want to show that you're not going to sleep on the streets when you go to Switzerland. You are not a beggar, and you will not become a burden to the Swiss government. And they will want to show you to show that you can, or you have at least 3.3 million in your bank account. Yeah. So for Swiss government, and this is why I say Switzerland is a bit easy when it comes to support. The requirements are not as tight as UK or even US or Canada. Yeah? So you need this money in your personal bank statement. It can be money that you have earned for yourself, or you've taken a loan. You can have an affidavit of support. So you can have your parents support you. You can have your parents support you, and they need to attach a document showing that yes, this is Kevin Kuria Mwangi. So Mr. Mwangi, the dad to Kevin, attaches his bank statement, and the bank statement has more or equal to what is required by the Swiss government to show that he can support himself. And then he writes an affidavit or a document to prove that he will support. And this, you notice, is different from what we discussed in Luxembourg. This is different from what happens in UK. Okay, you can also have a proof of scholarship to show your proof of funds. If you're going to Switzerland on a scholarship, that works. And the organization that is giving you a scholarship needs to be either a recognized university, not a recognized organization by the government. And if the body that is giving you a scholarship is not recognized, you need to attach more documents to show their recognition state. What do I mean? Let's say that maybe you have been sponsored by a certain NGO in Kenya, and the NGO is sending women for affirmative action and is sending young ladies for master's degrees in Switzerland. So that NGO maybe most likely is not recognized by the Swiss government. So them attaching a letter to show that they are going to support you is not enough. They need to attach their bank statement to show the amount of money that they have. They need to attach recognition documents. Is the NGO registered with the body that registers non-government organizations? something like that. Yeah? If you've been sponsored by your organization, let's say that you work in a bank and you've been sponsored by your organization, then you will need to attach some documents to show the financial stability of that bank, letters from HR and other departments showing that you've given this scholarship and stuff. Yeah. But there are some other organizations that give scholarships to students that do not need to attach all those documents, because historically they are not to attach students, not to attach but to sponsor students. Then you can financial guarantee by a sponsor who is already in Switzerland. So if you have a family or a friend who is already residing in Switzerland, that person can offer you a financial guarantee for your proof of funds. Yeah? Then you can also take a loan, and in Kenya we do have organizations that give loans to students intending to study abroad for their proof of funds. If you are interested in knowing which these organizations are, you just drop your email and a comment in the comment section, and I'm going to send you the whole list. So how they normally work is, they first look at your current income, and most of the times they will work with a parent who is sponsoring a student, their child, or the main applicant who is going maybe most to study a master's. So they will need you to have a minimum threshold of income. For this, for 3 million, they require an average of either 100K, although there is one that does a minimum of 75,000 per month. So when you have over 75 month, an income of over 75,000 per month for 100K, then you do the application, and then you will open a bank account in a bank of your choice. Most of them have specific banks that they work with. They're going to approve your loan. For some applications, like for UK, for US, for Canada, for Australia, that money needs to be in that account before you do the application. For Schengen countries and for some other countries that are not in the Big Four, the money need not be in your account. What you need is that letter from that organization confirming that they have agreed to release that money to you, and then they are also confirming that the money will be in your account as and when it is needed. Okay, so that is the only letter you need, and they are going to accept. Now, something else that I saw, and I experienced this in Kisii when we had gone to do a campaign to sensitize the community of our services. We have rich people in our communities who support people to go abroad. And what they say is, you do not have 3.5 million. But this is what the Swiss government needs to see that you can raise. So they commit to support you. If you're doing for the Big Four where the money needs to be in your account, you open a joint account, and then they write all the documentation to show that though this is a joint account, this money is for you. Because if you do not annex a document to show that the money is available for you, you just attach document showing joint account, it's not going to be accepted. Yeah? And then they support you, and then you go on the other side, and then they have a fee for that service. I saw that in Kisii. It's not something that I have seen anywhere. And these people, they only need to know that you're someone from the community, someone who is known, and someone who can be trusted. Yeah. So you let me know if you need to know the organizations that can give you a loan. Just drop a comment in the comment section and give your email address. I'm going to send you all the organizations in Kenya that are currently giving loans to students as a proof of fund. And then there is another thing that I've always wanted to do, is to discuss the role of MMF in immigration as a proof of fund. Yeah? So nowadays we have people who are depositing money in money market fund, and they use the money market fund account to show evidence as proof of funds. And the benefit of using as a money market fund account is because your money earns you higher interest compared to if the money was just in the bank. So it will be better at the end of the day to deposit the money where, this is not small money. You can imagine one organization is giving you an interest of only 5%, and the money is supposed to have sat in the account for 5 to 6 months, and there is another account which is giving you an interest of 15% and some up to 18%. So we do have money market funds, and a smart way would be for you to deposit the money in a money market fund, regardless whether it is from loan or wherever. The money earns you high interest as you wait for the visa approval. Okay, yeah, so that is it for proof of funds for international students for Switzerland. If you have any inquiry, kindly reach out to us. We have details in the description box of how you can reach out to us. If you need the list of the organizations in Kenya that will give you a loan, kindly drop a comment in the comment section and give us your email address, and I will do the necessary. And of course, if you need that support for your university application, do not hesitate to contact us. We shall do a good job for you, and we know that you shall be happy. Yes, bye for now.